Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another Immortal VR stream. I am your host, Immortalrich, and tonight we continue on with our little sculpture of the Iron Giant. Now, because of the way YouTube's been acting up lately, I do have a little bit of help on my side. So, because I'm I can't read the chat while I'm doing VR, I got my good friend Scorpius down for 7-2 to help me out. So, thanks again for your help there, mate.
You're welcome.
Alright, so as all you guys know, I am just sharing this on social media so you guys can be aware that I am live. But hopefully this will actually be a little bit better compared to my last couple of VR streams because I remember the first one was actually a pain in the ass, really, if you think about it, between like having to deal with dealing with with trolls and whatnot, and then having my streams crash. So I should have all that sorted. Now I just have to. It should be almost good to go. I do
I
apologize.
eat trolls. And they try eat me.
I take it that was you, Scorps.
What? Yes, it was.
Yeah, you see, that's also the worst thing as well about why I need you on chat because I do have the audio to talk, all right, but even sometimes she doesn't even do her job properly. Like she doesn't tell me who's saying what. She only It's like she only mentions what's written down, but she doesn't mention like, oh, Scorpius down for 7-2 says kind of shit, you know. So now that I got all that done, I do apologize for the delay, everyone, and that includes you, Scorps.
Scorpios
Damn
9472
right
says,
you are.
you lost the game.
An hour and 45 minutes and a fucking
Oh,
delay.
that's weird. Now she said it.
That's because I read it down.
Oh, Jesus, if that was the case, can you imagine if we had to actually make her write that constantly? Like if everyone who had to come in had to write that. All right, so I'm just gonna load them in. Yeah, yeah.
I.
Who was that?
Dr. Dragon.
Oh, hey, Dr. Dragon. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Um, thanks for stopping by. All right. First of all, I got the wrong fucking color. But anyway, from what do you think, mate? What do you think of it so far? I feel like there is a little bit of tweaking I need to do on the chest area, but I feel like I do have the right sort of shape kind of going.
Got the decent shape going on for the head, but I think the kind of like you know where it comes from the mouth.
Oh,
It
this
almost
part?
looks like almost looks like a stiff upper lip, but I'm pretty sure you'll probably wait until you get to the other side. You know, the other part of the mouth to do.
Oh yeah. You see, I was going off a reference photo. Now, obviously, if I was able to, I would actually be able to keep a reference photo here while I'm working on it. But in order to do that, I actually need I need a USB drive to be plugged into my PS4 so I can actually have the image here. It's kind of weird as well because apparently these work as flashlights. Don't know why that's the case. Right, so you see, with the reference photo I was trying to go at, I was trying to kind of make these hexagonal so that they kind of leaned in towards his arm here. Because you know the way, if you've ever seen the movie, he does have those little hexagonal portions on his arm.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to. Hang on. There we go. I decided to mirror it because I can't be. Basically, I just can't be too lazy just to do it on both sides. So, basically, whatever I do on one side, it'll fix it on the other. So, basically, what I had was I was going to use this, and don't worry, I was going to shove it up his ass or something. um, see, I was
I was
going
gonna
to.
say that's very rude.
I was going to increase its size like that, and then kind of take a chunk off like that, and just kind of copy that around. But I think another idea I had when I was looking at images for this was I was going to use, well, not that. Well, that doesn't work. Then again, that could work for like his neck, maybe. I don't know. Um,
I just realised I was still in the main menu, so all I could hear was CTO music in the background. I was like, no, 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 no. I need to change it up, so I'm putting it on my Spotify so I can at least listen to something that's not the same tune.
oh god, yeah. Um, to be honest, I was actually going to do that myself. I was going to put on music, but then I forgot that lately YouTube doesn't like that.
Neither does Twitch from the PlayStation.
And it's weird because you think it would be fine. So, I just realized I gave him like a tiny little thumb here. Oh dear.
Just don't bring definition to his ass, otherwise people might actually, take credit to that.
Okay, so I think I've got somewhat of a shape going. So now I just need to smoothen that out. I swear to God, I clean these lenses like twice daily. Like apart from when I'm doing VR streams, I do tend to use it in my own time. And I swear to God, the amount of times I clean these lenses is something else. I need to figure out a way. If there is a way to stop them from defog or from fogging up constantly. At least then it cuts down how often I have to bloody do this. Because I can only imagine it probably doesn't sound nice either. Right, so. Right. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I don't think I can do any better. So I think I can carve. Yeah, okay. I guess in a program like this, it's not that easy to get that kind of hexagonal shape. So I say that would kind of have to do. Oh well. Alright, so. So I know he's got like this kind of like pan or something. Wait, hang on. Well, that won't work. I say I'll do for like his hand, and then I can just curve it if I can. Actually, technically I can carve that. There we go. And now we can actually smoothen that. You know, I will have to say one thing, mate. It'll be it'll be fucking glad once all this is over. You know, regarding to the lockdown, that is. Oh, by the way, I was kind of messing around with this the other day. I can't remember. Oh yeah, there we go. There was a idea I came up with that worked with there we go. I was messing around with this the other day because I used to have a copy version of this, you know, for making ideas and whatnot. And I was thinking here to myself, I was like, what can make this a little more interesting? And then I thought to myself, I was like, what if I actually gave his eyes more of an expression? Because I noticed that, you know, when he's just looking like that, he doesn't have any emotion. So I was thinking, if I was to take these and come on, behave, and actually just kind of paint in something like this. Actually, I didn't realize it. I didn't actually realize that his eyeballs were actually circular. So I was trying to go with a kind of a flattened look. Okay, so now I'll just smooth that. just realized that all that time I was just doing it to one eye and not to the other. Okay, yeah, that would be fine. And then just smooth that out. Okay, so basically what I was thinking of was this. Obviously, the Iron Giant was always known for having expressions, right, mate? Um, I was thinking if I was to do something like that, kind of give him slight eyebrow, well, not eyebrows, but kind of give him some sort of eyelids, something like maybe do it across, just so that it kind of shows like that he's got some sort of emotion. There you go. So now he's got kind of a kind of look. And then of course he's got his little hands. But another idea I need to actually work on is yeah, so he's got those. I know that for a fact. Now you can just bring this down to the smallest and actually actually no, I need to carve it actually. Not smoothing it.
Seems to be going well.
Uh, Basically what I was doing was the way how the Iron Giant has those kind of pivot joints here in his neck so that he can look up and down and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I realized I was trying to smooth them out, but every time I smoothed them out, they were just conjoining these things. I was like, wait, I shouldn't be smoothing them out. I should actually be carving them out. Because at least then, like, I'll explain it here. If I was to smoothen this out, like this, you'll notice that they're starting to kind of conjoin here. And as we all know, they're supposed to look something like that. So basically, I was thinking if I was to carve it, it kind of gives a more textured look in one sense. Now, I could completely cheat this and just do this on a whole new layer, and I won't have to deal with that. So simply, I could just do. Actually, I won't mirror those because mirroring is just gonna give me a headache by the time I'm done this. Okay, so he's got like one there, and then he's got another one. Well, that's a little too high. Oopsies. Okay, so that should work. And I wonder if smoothing these out. Okay, yeah, it does work, but I need the smoothing tool to be a lot smaller. Great, now I need the carpet. Do I have? Just delete the whole layer and start fresh. I say that's as I say that's as close as I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna get any closer than that. No, I do not want to save right now. Right. Now I do know for a fact that he's also got like I know for a fact he's got the things on his back as well, like the kind of same pectoral muscles on the back as what he has on the front. So I'm just gonna see if we can replicate that. Okay, so that's not.
Pardon me.
It's grand. I was actually going. I was going to say earlier, like, what
Pardon me.
what was that? Okay, so really makes you wonder if it's best I mirror this. Try and smooth this out. Oh, this is coming along nicely. Could be a lot worse. But then again, they always say things get worse before they get better. Am I right? Right. No, I don't want to delete that. I don't even know what layer I did this one on now. No, found it. Never mind.
It's looking more like it now.
Actually, hang on. I just realized. Yeah, I actually noticed that when I was looking at the other images. I realized that he didn't have like his torso connected here. It was like he had like that kind of pivot, or it was like some sort of piston or something that went up the middle of him, and it connected like right in here. So I was like, okay, so I need to do a bit of tweaking on that. But it was no matter. I was able to sort that out. So I just need to maybe bring this down a bit, and the funny thing is, when I wanted to do these art streams, I actually didn't have an actual timeline to them. I was just going to keep working on it until either I got tired or whether I was done. But the way this is kind of going, I was going to do a full model, but as you can kind of, as you can kind of tell, I'm very limited for space. So I was like, I could maybe make a slight portrait model of him, going by what I remember, and then you know take it from there.
Mm.
Right, so
You're just touching his ass with that.
actually his ass is non-existent, literally.
So is a suicide bomber's ass, but we won't get into that.
I guess that's a story for another day.
Why is that even a story? It was gone before it even began.
Exactly.
Now you're just giving him a pair of butt cheeks. A-hole.
Well, I just noticed that the
The
back.
start of the start of that was, yeah. The start of that looked like you were giving him an anus. I was like, oh, come on now.
Well, I kind of noticed that like the back of his ass was kind of flat.
You're just gonna notice somebody going thick. Three C's.
You know what? I'm actually I can actually picture someone coming into my chat saying that. I it won't be the first and it won't be the last either. I've had some very interesting topics pop in. Actually, wait,
Typics.
I keep forgetting that every time I turn it up like that, it turns into a flashlight. Hello,
Oh dear. Voice
but
said flashlight.
well, of course you would.
Bit quiet in the chat.
My chat's usually quiet. Believe it or not, on a regular basis, this actually is quite normal for me. The only time it's ever crazy is when I'm actually doing something that's actually irrelevant to what's popular on YouTube. Like, for example, I was doing what was it? I was streaming there the other night. I was streaming
No, no, me.
Fallout 4, and I had a bunch of like people pop in and all that. So I was like, okay, so obviously
Still
Fall
popular.
yeah, it is still quite popular. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. So I was like, okay, so if people like Fallout 4, then I'm just gonna keep on working with it. It's actually kind of funny how I came up with the idea that I was going to do the Iron Giant as an art project. Because the other night I was actually watching, before I actually did this, I was actually watching the Iron Giant. I was like, that might actually be a very interesting project to actually make for an art stream. So
Yeah.
I got into it, and I was like looking at some of his design. Now, of course, this was like Warner stuff, so I was like, okay, so I need to look at references to see what I was going to get at. Would you fuck off? I'm not saving it now. Although normally I think it would be wise if I did that, just in case my stream ever did crash. Um, okay, so obviously he's a bit roughed up down here, so I need I need to give him the old touch and go.
Excuse me.
Literally, it's exactly what you think it sounds like. Basically, he seems a bit out of shape at the bottom. So
Was he fat?
kind of he was like lopsided to one side. So I was like, I'll fix him up. Uh, I just realized I'm like your man from the Iron Giant, the one who used to make fucking art out of like scrap. I am literally doing that as of right now.
Except you're doing it with the iron, he was doing it with his hands.
Oh yeah. You know what? I also did find the ending of that movie very unusual because it it did kind of end on a, well, not a cliffhanger, but it kind of showed that the giant was alive and well. So I'm amazed that they didn't make like a that they didn't make a sequel to it. Although
I
then
thought they already did.
oh no, they didn't. I I scoured the internet, and they never did. Warner,
I'd laugh like if I scour the internet right now and you're like, oh, well, never mind then.
do you know what? I won't be surprised. A lot of people, like, it was a good movie in its time. I would not be very surprised if people have actually been requesting that another movie of it gets made. I'm not being bad.
Okay,
Like,
my I'm sorry to cut you off there, Rich, but my let's just say my Spotify's a dick because for ages, right, I'm like at the same time as watching your chat, I'm playing Doom, right, and I've got
yeah,
the music on that, so naturally I'm like creeping through this hallway, going, okay, there's no monsters here, no monsters on this side, and then Falls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine blasts down my ears, and I'm like, where? What? Why?
Oh god, yeah, I know that feeling.
So I've literally got cack in my pants.
Oh god. Uh, talk about being unpleasant.
But yeah, as you were saying, sorry.
Yeah, that's grand. Fuck, what was it I was saying again? God damn it, I lost my train of thought. It's not the first time. What the Have a look at that. That was just a weird shape that I thought it was going like, I actually thought it was doing something like that. I just realized I did all that freehand and I didn't. That was completely unintentional.
Well, you did the first half freehand, you copied the other side.
Well, you know what I mean, but
I'm
it's the
here to
fact.
be a dick and to be your moderator.
Hey, every streamer's got one. After all,
Yeah,
I'm
but
yours.
every male has one too. Well, no, not every male. Sorry, I forgot that she get castrated too.
mm, that works.
It does.
Yeah, close enough. Have you been drinking tonight, sir? I doubt it. But probably by the time he's done, it'll probably it'll probably look like that. All I need to do is just put in his neck, and at least the main parts of him will be done.
I'm laughing at a picture I just saw on Facebook. I'm sorry.
I
Don't put it
can
in chat. Keep going.
I can only imagine what you just found. After all, everyone's seen enough of both my streams and your streams to know exactly what we're like.
I'll give you context in a second. I'll even send it to you on Messenger. I'm so sorry. It caught me off guard, I swear. I was trying so hard not to laugh in your stream. I was like, oh god.
It's
Oh god.
okay. It's fine. It's not that much of a bother.
You
Oh, actually, by the way, I was actually working on this the other day. I actually managed to get the detail just right here in the little bolt that connects his jaw. Also, I noticed that his jaw is actually out of whack. Question is, what layer did I do that on? Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. I actually tweaked his jaw a little bit so that it'll look a lot smaller and it looks a lot smoother. Well, once I smooth out, it will, anyways. Because I was thinking back to what you said earlier at the beginning of the stream that it looks like I gave him a stiff upper lip, so I was like, oh dear, okay, that
Yes.
I was like, that might need to be tweaked a bit. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of okay. Probably not the best, but yeah, it'll work. Oh yeah, there we go. See, what I actually found out there the other day is, as well, mate, is I can tweak. what time of the day it is as well, just by doing this. But sometimes it tends to mess up like the shading and whatnot. So sometimes I prefer to I just prefer to kind of keep it like in about midday, because that's when I kind of get most of the better light. Well, in my extent it is anyways. Right, this should be fine, I hope. Right. Now the next step is to actually work on his hand. I actually forget. Did the Iron Giant actually have four hands, or like four fingers, or did he have like five fingers? I can't actually recall that proper information, because I wanted to try to get this as semi-accurate as possible. Like, I know he has. Well, obviously he's got a thumb, so I can work on his thumb until I find out if he actually had four fingers. So why did that look wrong? Actually, now that I think about it, I actually think the giant actually did have just like 4 fingers. Well, I think it was, well, technically, I guess it was 3 fingers and a thumb, maybe. Yeah, now that I actually look at the shape, I do recall he actually did have 3 main fingers and then he had a thumb. So, technically, I was somewhat
Why is
correct.
it? Like whenever I'm like literally like on guard duty all time, no troll comes in, but as soon as I'm like gone, they're like, I'm
It,
here.
yeah, it's just like you you come on as moderator and you're just like, all right, you motherfuckers, come on, make my day. And it's
Excuse
just
me.
like it's kind of funny. It's like um you're just like, all right, you fuckers, come on, make my day. And all of a sudden, like, no trouble shows up. It's like, well, that was your day wasted.
No, not really. You know, I just stream much safe and you know,
Oh yeah, I get what you're
I
saying.
haven't seen your mate pop in yet. Hope she's alright.
Oh oh, my other moderator. I won't. Normally, I won't worry about her. Most likely she would have most likely fallen asleep. But like, I'm not.
So if something happened to me, then she wouldn't have been able to mod for you.
Uh, Pretty much most of the time, I'm
So,
at. About most of the time, I actually do my streams. Um, Pretty
mind you, if she's working like you said before, then it's
well.
very
It's kind of like one of those typical 9 to 5 jobs. I think she works as. So like if she was working today, for example, I can understand her being tired, so she wouldn't have been able to make it. But a majority of the time when I'm streaming, a lot of my streams, I'm actually um, I'm actually on my own. I I actually don't have that many people on my streams as moderators to kind of help me out. And actually, by right, I shouldn't have actually said that on live because that's just going to increase my chances of getting trolled now. Okay, so I was thinking that that'd be kind of an interesting shape to go with his hand. I would try to show it to you, but I don't have like my camera on. It's like, hang on, I'll improvise it here for a second. Basically, what I'm trying to go for is like, imagine him holding the ball there. I'm thinking of making it so that his thumb, like here, kind of bends inwards while the rest of his hands kind of curl up like that. So it's like as if he has his hands closed. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because the way most of the time he either has his fingers straight, or it's the fact that when they are slowly clenched, it's like he's gripping onto something. Normally, as far as I know, it's like that. It's in that one episode, or not one episode. Uh, it's in that one scene where Hogarth ends up on his hand here, and he has his palm open, so that like obviously Hogarth's standing here, and he's got his hands kind of something like that.
Hmm.
So it's like as if he's holding on to something, or it's kind of just giving him a slight gesture in his hand. So he's, and plus, obviously, giving him this kind of look, it's kind of like a hmm. Actually, I just realized something. that I need to smooth out. I just realized he's got like this. He's got like this nasty bulge on his lip. And obviously, he doesn't have that in real life. Well, not in real life, but he doesn't have it in the movie. There we go. It'd be kind of interesting of how to get his legs accurate, but I'll work on that once I get down to that section. Okay, so if this is gonna be his hand, I'm gonna need to shapen this up a bit. I say this is close to a flat palm that I can give him because obviously he doesn't have an actual flat palm. Then of course I can just carve a majority of this off of him because as long as it doesn't intersect. See, I didn't notice there now that it was starting to bulge slightly. There we go. Yeah, but like as I was saying earlier, because I think I went off topic there for a while. Uh, Normally when I'm streaming, my streams are quiet, so it normally ends up with just me rambling on about random crap, or it's just me just doing what I normally try to do in my best of my ability. Nope, not yet. You know, just looking at it here, I just realized on how small his actual hands are compared to the rest of them. Oh dear. Eh, I can bulk them up in a little bit. Right. I should give him some sort of slight improvement. Not much, but at least it'll be something. Right. So Well, I have the right kind of idea, but he's still a bit on the weird looking side. Hey mate, if you're actually able to check, can you check what my runtime is at the moment? Hey mate, I was wondering if you're actually able to. Would you be able to let me know what my runtime is currently? Because I actually can't tell how long I've been at this. Then again, like, I'm not saying I'm going to finish up anytime soon or anything. It's just I'd like to know, like, how long have I been sculpting? You know, from a distance, he actually doesn't look all that bad. What do you think? Right. Come in here, you. Because I can still tweak you a little bit that you're more on the substantial side. Oh, okay, I think I took too much off his finger there.
pardon my hiccup.
Yeah, it's grand.
Oh, almost like me saying pardon my mistake. Pardon my hiccup.
Yeah, me. Have a look on my stream there for a second. Uh, what do you think of the hand so far? Oh, actually, while I'm actually here, I forgot to actually do this earlier. Anyone who's actually watching this either live or whether you're watching this back, I would highly recommend that you check out Scorpius's channel. Because to be honest, he's actually been streaming a lot longer than I have, and his stuff tends to be a little bit better than mine, if not a whole lot better. Oh boy. I think what I'll do is I'll smooth that out first. Oh, what the fuck was that about? It's just kind of a shame that I can't copy and paste it. Actually, oh my god, I just thought of something. Uh, okay, so I literally just thought. I just noticed this. Um, I was trying. I was saying to myself, I wonder is there a way I can copy and paste this kind of design? And then I was saying, wait a minute, yes there is. Except in this one, it's not really copy and paste. It's more like a stamp kind of idea. Okay, so uh, see what I was thinking here was right, mate. I can actually copy and paste this. Um, okay, how am I going to attach his thumb on this one? So it's more like There we go. Oh, hang on there. I have to admit, I think my chat's still quiet, is it? There we go. At least it looks a little better now. Well, kind of. Oh well. Next, onto his legs. think I could do a bit better, don't you think? Right, let's see if I can tweak the legs and I should be done then. Alright, so hopefully this will work.
Still looking good.
See, I'm trying to make it his legs, but I feel like I don't know. It kind of feels like that it's like I'm making his legs a bit too big. You see, that's kind of what I'm kind of going for, but it makes it look like as if his legs are tiny. Although then again, like I said, like I can't fit a full body in here, so like the only way I could do that now is if I was to put all these into one big layer and then just shrink it down. But so far, I think if I just tweak the legs a little bit, I might be able to actually salvage this. Oh, right. I say there's not really much else I can do with this guy as I'm almost finished. Okay, so I do believe that's kind of all I can do for now. What do you think, mate?
By the look of it so far.
Like, obviously, I can't do down here. You know, obviously, I can't do down here because I've actually hit the bottom of the box. So I'm out of restrictions on that one. like I was saying, the only way I can actually add the rest of his legs is if I put all this into one big layer and I shrink it down. But so far I've got like so many goddamn layers, it's gonna take forever to shrink everything down all at once. So, I think, actually, maybe if I'm lucky, I might be able to fit just one more tiny, itty bitty little piece in here. I hope. If not, then I'll leave it at that. Oh, my god, I actually can. Okay. I was completely unaware of that. And just smooth those out. And that should be the Iron Giant complete. Yeah, so far, that's literally all I can do. I can't actually build any more of the Iron Giant. So, I think what I'll do is, just for one last detail, I'm just going to add these little pop rivets that you normally see like on his chest, so it's like, actually, let's mirror that, so it'll save me the hassle from copying them on the other side. Then as far as I know, just to give it that bit of, just to give it that bit of depth. Just to give him that little straight line down there, just and smooth it out, just to make it look like as if it's
Excuse me.
it's gonna
Oh,
do.
oh no.
So basically, all I'm doing is I'm just adding the minor detail to his chest. Like the little pop rivets. Actually, looking at that now, I can actually I should actually make the rivets smaller. I just realized that.
I think it's safe to say that there are no trolls in for today, mate.
Hmm?
I think it's safe to say there are no trolls in today.
Yeah. But even though I didn't get any trolls tonight, doesn't mean I ain't gonna get any trolls between now and then. I guarantee I will get a troll before I reach 300.
Oh, I just kind of like that for you. I've always thought I can hear what you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh god, the dreadful CTO music.
Hmm?
I said, oh, the dreadful CTO music.
Believe it or not, Uh, one of the games that popped up in my head that I was going to do a series on, and I actually didn't know it. I was going to get it, but I didn't know if you still played it. I was going to get myself CTR.
Hmm.
Like I actually was tempted to pick up like Crash Team Racing,
Yeah.
and I was gonna say if we could, if you wanted to, we can always do like a collaboration stream or something like that on it. But I was like, I like at the time I was like, I don't know, because at the same time I was saying like obviously because your channel is a lot larger than mine, I didn't know I didn't know if you were still up for playing games like CTR or anything like that, since I thought you might have moved on to something else. So that's why I never picked it up. However, I did pick up.
I haven't deleted it first for a specific reason. That was for to play it again.
Oh yeah, but Anyway, long story short, I did find a game that was actually worth making a stream out of. It's nothing major. Like it's not going to take a big stream. It's going to be a small one, but I might do it next week if the actual days work for me because I didn't mock up my stream schedule half the time. Like, as you know, my stream schedule this week has not been the best of the best.
Mm.
But,
Excuse me.
but yes, so far I actually think I'm actually done with the Iron Giant right now.
Oh yeah, that's me.
No, like I'm actually done. I don't think I have anything else that needs to be done. I know he looks tiny with his head being. Oh, hang on. No, 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 no. I just remembered something. I am not done yet. Because most people probably won't recognize the Iron Giant, I'm just going to do this to him.
Different color.
No, there you go. Because do you remember in the majority of the movie, he had like this dent in his head.
Just because someone shot him.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking.
I
It's
think with a tank or something.
it No, like what happened was, I think it's when he fell. You know, at the beginning of the movie when he got electrocuted, he fell, and next time we saw him, he had this bump on his head. It was only when a tank shot him that this popped out, and he reverted back to the way he was.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now that I'm done, I don't need my little guidelines, and yeah, that'll be that. So that was my Iron Giant. I'm just gonna save that. And oh, by the way, if I ever wanted to, if I wasn't too happy with it,
Mm-hmm.
hang on there. I actually did this the other day, and I thought it was kind of fun.
What?
I did this the other day because I got bored when it was like I was sculpting, but I got bored, so it's one of these things that I was doing. Basically, as you see, I buried him inside the box. So obviously, when you go inside of it, you can see him, but only when the box is empty. However, if push comes to shove that you want to see him sooner, I just get one of these bad boys and kind of weird though because they take forever to take off. But yeah, so far that's all I got so far. So let's load that up. So far that's actually quite decent. It's not the best one of my works. Like I'm hoping that if I keep working on them from time to time, I might actually get somewhat as good as this. So I'm hoping that this might actually become more of the style that I try to go for in the end. But for now, I need to keep practicing with my with my other stuff. But so far, I'm actually kind of happy with what I've done. With the Iron Giant. So far, I'm just going to show you like some of these templates that you can actually see. Most of these can be used for like game design. So obviously,
Yeah.
like for example, here you have like this demo structure of an abandoned temple. So you can literally come up with practical game designs out of this. So also, I think the funny thing about it is I think kind of doing that with the flashlight is actually the reason why it's in here. So any dark interiors kind of light up. But yeah, that's kind of all I got time for. So I'm just going to load up my Iron Giant and we shall call it a stream. So yeah, I have to admit, like this guy took quite a while. It took a couple of streams, alright, to get him to work. But to be honest, I am pretty much happy with how he turned out. Now,
Looks like he skipped leg day.
hmm,
I said it looks like he skipped leg day.
yeah, it's like
Oh, the box, yeah, it's not big enough for the rest of it.
yeah, like literally, this is the whole box is just the perimeter of what I can make. If I wanted to, technically speaking, I can make the box in such a way so that I can bring him in this close, but then I can make him super massive. Hang on there. The funny thing about it is, I can, if I put myself in the right angle and raise his size up properly, I can actually put myself into the accurate size of him. So this is kind of what I would see. Now, technically he is massive there, but if I wanted to, so far as you can see, I can only go up to about 166 times magnification. But if I was able to, I could maybe do him in a smaller version like this and actually add more detail. But like I said, the box gives me such a limit. Which, to be honest, I do like the program, but it would be nice if I didn't have any kind of limitation, like this little box or anything. If I was able to have this whole open area as like my working field, it would add a little bit more variety to it. Because at least then I can actually work with intricate designs, and I can actually finish this guy off with actual legs that will probably come down to here, and that will probably make it look a lot better. But
Jesus.
so far, I kind of got like his chest, his arms accurate. His body is okay. The legs I could probably work a little bit more, but I'm kind of going off by memory here because I don't have an image to work off of. But I do believe I did kind of well in that one. I even got it down to the bump on the head, which is accurate. So yeah, I definitely think I did a decent job on this. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with this guy. and I think it'd be about time to finish off the stream. So I don't even know what was that about in there. Oh, I get it. It's like I guess it's like a color picker kind of thing. Okay, never mind. Kind of learning new skills as I go along. But anyways, um, I'm kind of wandering again. Um, yeah, I definitely enjoyed making him, and it did take a couple of streams, but I'm glad to have managed to finish him in this stream. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do next, so if you guys have any suggestions on what you want me to make or what you would like me to make, feel free to let me know in the comments, or if you're watching this live, you can feel free to put it into the chat, and the best one would also be the one I will do next. So think of it as like a voting contest. The one who kind of tells me the most design that they want me to do is the one I'll end up doing next. But for now, guys, this is just going to be the end of my stream. I wanted to thank especially Scorpius Sniper 72 for not just helping me keep an eye on the chat and moderate through my channel, but I do appreciate him helping me out in such a difficult task. Like I said, uh, you should definitely check out his channel and give him a follow, because he is definitely worth watching. That's what I will say. But for now, guys, this is the end of my stream. I will be back next week with possibly maybe a new series and maybe a couple of old favorites, depending on how things work out. So before I go, there are 3 things I need to request. First of all, if you like my stream tonight, then feel free to give it a like. If you want more people to see these kind of stuff, and you want to help this community get a lot larger, then feel free to share my channel and these streams around, because the bigger the community we make, the more I can entertain you guys. And last but not least, if you want to see more content like this or whatever streams I have planned for the near future, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. By subscribing to my channel, you become an official member of the Immortal Army. And while you're down there clicking subscribe, why not click the notification bell so you'll always be notified when I do go live with whatever I make. So that's all I got time for, guys. Again, thank you, Scorpius, for helping me out. My
All
name
right.
is Immortalrich. Ye are the Immortal Army, and you are all dismissed.